Absolutely no way to get all of this in the shot, so I'm going to have to throw you on the tripod and then we'll pull it all into frame. But I'm getting ready for Zulu's American Milsim event, and I am super excited. I do also just want to say a huge thank you to Lancer Tactical, because they're the ones that invited me and a few of my buddies, and they covered us for the event, so that was really nice of them. I greatly appreciate that. The event will be held this weekend, so chances are when you're seeing this, I'm either already there or on my way there. So I'll have some gameplay footage and whatnot, and a ton of different shorts and things for you coming after the event. Now, I don't really know how I'm going to film all of this with all this stuff in the way, so I'm going to get things out of the way, and we'll kind of go through my entire loadout and everything that I bring to this event to film and to also play. We'll get this entire bucket or box out of the way to start, and we'll just begin with my weapon of choice. This is my Silverback TAC-41. I will be running and primarying a sniper loadout, so that'll be my position during this game. This is the replica that I use all of the time. I absolutely love it. It has served me so well, and it's definitely taken a beating, but also handled the beating. Removing the barrel cover, because I obviously assume we're going to need those, because most fields, if not all of them, require them when you're out in the staging area. This sniper has been completely loaded out with stalker parts. There are stalker piston, I have the stalker spring guide, an upgraded spring, I have the Kraken hop-up unit, a Morpheus inner barrel, one of their rubbers, and this thing fires like a dream. Now, if you don't know, I'm affiliated with Stalker, so if you want to, and by chance want to upgrade your TAC-41 or any of your other snipers, I have a discount link in the description below. This is also running the Novered scope. This is that premium scope that was on their website. I bought this years ago when it first released, and it has ran just fine, if I'm being totally honest with you. I actually really do enjoy it. The sight picture is super clear. It's a little on the heavier side. It does add a lot of weight to the Silverback TAC-41, but all in all, it's a great scope, and it's clear. I like that. Couple of things. It also comes with the covers, the cap covers. The front cap cover busted on me, unfortunately, because I run it facing the downwards position so that I can mount my scope cam up on the top and it doesn't get in the way. The rear cap doesn't close or lock down, but these are cheap upgrades. You can just pick up another setting of them. Up in the front, I'm also running a kill flash. This is primarily just to protect the lens when a BB hits it. It should be BB proof, but obviously you never know. You want to make sure that you're better safe than sorry. And of course, a bubble level. The bubble level, I think, is an essential upgrade to all of your snipers, just because with BBs and the hop-up unit, when the hop-up unit is pressing directly down on the BB, if your replica is canted to the right or left a little bit, it can cause those shots after, 50, 60 feet to start to veer in a certain direction. So you want to make sure you keep it level. That's good to help you practice and get comfortable with it. After a while, you kind of just shoulder it and you get used to it. But at first, I realized that I was having a hard time, and for some reason, just my comfortable position before I got used to the sniper was tilting the replica to the right. I don't know why. On the front, I will never run any other suppressors on my snipers. This is the Silverback carbon suppressor, and I love it. It is so light and it is so quiet. I could not believe it when I first threw it on. I loved it, and I've put them on all of my long-range replicas now. This sling just came from Novers.com. I just run it as a single point on the stock. In case I ever need to put it aside, it's the easiest way to go about that. Now we'll throw in the belt, because believe it or not, this is actually the only gear I use. I am not one to take a very large and heavyweight loadout. I prefer something super slim and super quick and super light. And with a sniper, those mags on the TAC-41 hold like 50 rounds, plus like 20 in the chamber. It's kind of ridiculous. So I only really need 2 of them. You'll notice now, this is my battle belt. This is a Novers battle belt. I just wound up running a bunch of Novers' stuff, primarily because I really liked the amber coloring. And the reason that I liked it, I am actually colorblind, but I'm just difficult. I like to be different. So when I saw the amber, I really liked it. It was something that I haven't seen anyone in before. Most people don't run amber. They run like a multicam or some other more common camouflage. I just I thought, why not? Why not try amber? And I actually really like it. It works really well for me. And I use like minimal leaf litter, and I really don't use much when it comes to any like ghillie camouflage most of the time. And it still hides me super duper well. I mean, people have walked right past me before because it's a bunch of people with untrained eyes. Anyways, so I'm running an average battle belt. All of the camo that I'm using is amber. Inside of the battle belt, my sidearm. This is the Novice Universal Holster. I just have it on a belt clip, actually, because the Molly clip wasn't available, and that works just fine. It slides right in between these two, and it sits nicely on the battle belt. This is the Lancer Tactical LTX competition. This will be my first time fielding it. I figured Lancer Tactical is sending me out to the field to play, and they invited me, so why don't I run the Lancer Tactical LTX competition? I actually really like this thing when I was testing it. It runs on G-Mags. Super nice, and it's easy to switch between semi and auto. And I actually went ahead and threw a stalker bucking on the inside of there to increase our accuracy. Love this universal holster. On the side, I have 3 of the Novice pistol mags. These are like those little taco mags. And I'm just going to run the G-Mags. I brought 4 on my body. I feel like that's just fine, especially as a sniper. In most cases, I'll only be using it when I go into a building. This pouch, it's a closed pouch. It's super cool, actually. It takes a little longer to get into. You actually pull this piece up, open it, and there is my second TAC 41 mag. You only really need 2. I could carry a small thing of BBs on me if I need to, or always run back to the staging area, or if I ever wind up getting out, then I could reload there. So I just carry 2 on my person. Now is this giant bucket. We're slowly going to go through this thing, and I'll show you all of its features. I'm going to show you, I think, first my backup replica, because my backup replica, obviously you should have something as a backup, is primarily for if it gets dark out, or if I get tired of sniping, or if anything does go wrong, or if my guys need me as a some more assistance close range. So, a word from our sponsor, TrustFire. Producing the GM23 from TrustFire. The pistol light that's so small you won't even notice it's there. Super, super cool, and I'm really excited to check this out, primarily because I need it for my backup replica. So on the back, before we get into it, it looks like we are shining at 800 lumens. We have a 136 meter spread. Can run for 61 minutes while on. It is shockproof from 1 meter. It is relatively waterproof. You can charge it by micro USB. And it only weighs 56 grams. Wow, okay. It looks, out of the box, super clean. Take a look at that. And it comes with some extra hardware and a little instruction booklet that I don't know. There is some English. Cool. Okay, let's take a look at this. Look at how small. It's the size of my thumb, and it weighs like nothing. So here's your charging port. We got USB chargeable. On the back are these 2 paddles that look like they'll, like, if you put it onto a sidearm, are going to hug your trigger or the trigger guard. And if you press it, I think it's ambidextrous. So you could press the right side. You could press the left side. I got that wrong. This is the right, this is the left. Or if you press and release, it stays on. But if you press and hold and then release, it becomes just like a pressure point or a pressure plate. That's cool. And then to get it on the rail, it's super quick, easy, attach and detach. You're just going to flip this guy up. It's nice and loose under spring tension. And then that will latch it down. Which brings me to my secondary or backup replica. When it comes to my channel, everything's a mystery box because there's not a TP22 in here, actually. There is an FMG9. This is my backup replica, and I will be running it with a drum. When it comes to a backup, I think making it as simple and as compact as possible, something that you can just pull out of your bag if you need to, this is what I'll be running as a backup. This is actually the Poseidon and the Ace-Tech collaboration FMG9. This one's really cool. And ideally, I would like some sort of a light for it. So we're going to throw the Trustfire GM23 onto the FMG9, and I think it will fit just right here. And you can see it's loose. But as soon as you flip this little clip, after we get it on there, if I could get it on there, I might have to loosen it a little bit. Nope, we're good. Okay. After we flip this clip, it locks on in place. And now I got a little weapon flashlight. That's perfect, actually. That is super nice. Okay, anyways, the FMG9. This is the collaboration between Poseidon and Ace-Tech. Oh, that's the tracer on the inside of the FMG9. I was so confused what that was. So, basically, inside of here is just a Glock from Poseidon. If we pop it open with this button, there's the Poseidon Orion. And then here is the Ace-Tech tracer. So if we're running it at night, we can trace. We can already run with the mags that we have or the drum. We have a flashlight, and I can also pack this guy up into almost nothing. Stick it in my bag, and we're ready to go. So I think the FMG9 is a great option. Now inside of this bag is some of my headgear. I also forgot I got a 40 Max Cyclone Whirling 2. I think this is the Cyclone or the Cyclops grenade. This I will usually just throw in a small pouch or in my pocket or in a bag or something like that while I'm playing. And if I really do need it, I can just pull it out or have someone else pull it out, and we can just toss it over a wall or into a building. Inside of this bag is primarily just my headgear, as well as some essentials like I'll show you in a second here. This is my leaf-covered boonie from Novrich, again, amber camo, and then here is my GoPro mount. The GoPro I mounted with some zip ties using like a head mount piece, and then obviously this is just a GoPro casing with a bunch of holes drilled so that you get good sound. Here is, I think this is the, what do they call it, the Fortis 2? I'm so sorry if I'm getting that wrong. This is my boonie and face mesh, right, by NB Tactical. It's so nice. This just slides right in over your face, in between your face and the boonie, and it stays super nice and close to your face. It doesn't feel uncomfortable like it's in the way. You almost forget it's there, and this is extremely breathable. These are just the mechanics wear gloves. I actually really like these. They're super, super slim, and they don't feel like they reduce any of your capabilities of like doing fine motor skills. The only thing is I cut the thumb and the pointer off of the right hand just so that in case I need to, work on something small, pick up something small, but anything like that, I can use my fingernails for it. Inside of here are the Novrich low profile goggles. I just gave them a little bit of a paint coat so it's less black when it's looking at you, and it looks like these are actually from something Force. I don't know. I just know that I got these off Novrich's website. Next, inside of here, the only other things that I have in this bag are stuff to keep my replicas running. We got some super lube, some Loctite blue, And then this is just some mask defog. It shouldn't have a problem because it's going to be on the colder side this weekend. Also take this little toolkit in case obviously I need to take anything apart or I need to fix anything or one of my buddy's replicas is having a problem. This just has a bunch of different bits in it, some tweezers, the little gas tool and whatnot, an extender. It's just nice to have. Obviously you shouldn't go in empty-handed. And then a majority of this is just my ammunition. So I only had .25s lying around, so I took these with me. I just figured we'll burn through them. It's not a big difference. Usually I use .3s. For the sniper, I'm running the .5 gram BBs. I usually use something from Novice, but these work just fine. These were available at my local field. I've got 2 speed loaders. One is going to be for the heavyweight BBs. The other one will be for the lighter weight BBs to run my sidearm to make it nice and easy. And then a mixture between whatever I had lying around. Some Coleman propane with adapters, and then a bunch of high pressure green gas or equivalent to red gas, because it's going to be between 48s on the low and 55 on the high temperature of degrees. So if that's Fahrenheit, I would just obviously want to make sure I'm using a gas that's going to allow it to work and not risk having any problems with green gas. Inside of this mystery case, there is not an SSX-23. This is all of my filming gear. It's an absolute disaster. Don't hate on me. So basically I run my GoPro in a 3D printed case. I've got 3 batteries for it inside and then 2 externals that I can just plug in. It is a GoPro Hero 12. I really actually enjoy this thing. Super nice quality. It does overheat if you run it at too high of a quality of video, so I'll run it at like a lower frame. Why are we having an impossible time to close this? Come on. What's the issue? It's never had a problem before. There it is. Okay. I was going to say it was fine before. This is my little Hero Session. I'll run this as a POV camera on the side of the sniper. This one, not a POV, this one will be a third person, so it's looking at me. This one I run on my headgear on the boonie mount that I have. This is my scope cam. It's just a run cam too. Charger for my GoPro batteries. In case I need to, I have a portable charger, and I can mount this up to the boonie if I want to, but obviously I'd have to take the case off the GoPro, so I don't always do that. It's just like in the case of an emergency or if I need to charge something on the field. Here's a little case for the Hero Session. This is how I mount the Session onto the sniper. It just mounts onto the barrel, and then I can point it at me from the left side. Some extra USB-C chargers and some bricks. And then it's empty right now, but this is my Rode mics. I love the Rode mics, actually. I'm a huge fan of them. I run them all the time. That's what I'm wearing on me currently. It's just super user-friendly, super small, and super high quality. They block out wind really well, too. I know, it's kind of a mess. I don't have a better way of doing this right now, and I'm sorry. It's super unprofessional. But if you saw what I'm recording with right now, what I'm filming with, my tripod, it needs to be buried like 100 feet under. I'm also bringing this guy out, the GHM-9G, and the reason being is because one of my buddies actually wants to run it. He wants to test it out before picking one up because he's interested in buying one. And on mine, I just have it set up with a stock, a small red dot, beefy charging handle. I threw a small rear mount on the left side too in case you want to mount anything, and then my little custom tracer. And also I forgot I 3D printed this grip because it's just thicker and beefier and it just looks so much better on the GHM-9G. So my buddy will be running this for a large portion of the event, and he's already got a bunch of Glock mags, so that's why I think he wants to pick one up. So yeah, this is the Lambda Defense GHM-9G. It's such a cool replica. I actually did a review on this too. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Now last and most certainly not least, again, I said it's going to be cold, so I'm going to take all of my gear. This is just the Novice gear. I have the shirt and the pants, and I brought a bunch of stuff that are going to keep me warm, so I'm going to wear these insulated socks. I can throw these sweatpants under my green pants, my camo gear. And then I'm going to wear these sweatpants. And then I'm going to wear these sweatpants under my green pants, my camo gear. And then I'm going to wear these sweatpants under my green pants, my camo gear. And then I'm going to wear these sweatpants under my green pants, my camo gear. And then I'm going to wear these sweatpants under my green pants, my camo gear. And then I'm going to wear these sweatpants under my green pants, my camo gear. And then I'm going to wear these sweatpants under my green pants, my camo gear. And then I'm going to wear these sweatpants under my green pants, my camo gear. And then I'm going to wear these sweatpants under my green pants, my camo gear. And then I'm going to wear these sweatpants under my green pants, my camo gear. And then I'm going to wear these sweatpants under my green pants, my camo gear. And then I'm going to wear these sweatpants under my green pants, my camo gear. And then I'm going to wear these sweatpants under my green pants, my camo gear. And then I'm going to wear these sweatpants under my green pants And then I've also got some thermals that I'll throw under the shirt just to keep me a little bit extra warm. In between the thermal and the camo gear, I bought another shirt because I really don't like the cold. And if you haven't seen my video on these are the boots that I use all the time. These are actually Jungle ESCs from Vivo Barefoot. And these are my foot gear for the event. I actually really like these. They're super, super comfortable. They move and form to your feet a lot, and they're not like bulky, so your feet don't get tired walking around in these. So if you haven't seen these, check those out too. I guess that's kind of it. I just wanted to show you I'll be AFK for the next couple days because I'll be at the event. It's a Saturday, Sunday. So it'll be this weekend, and I'm probably already there while you're watching this. Again, I really, really, really appreciate Lancer Tactical sending us the invite and taking me and my buddies out to this event. I hope we have a lot of fun, and I hope we can get some seriously cool content. I'm going to edit a bunch of gameplay for you when I get back too, because I don't really post a lot of gameplay on this channel, so I'm really excited. And hopefully some cool shorts and stuff. We'll check out the Lancer Tactical booth and everything like that too. Show the guys some love. I can't wait to meet everybody. And if you're going, let me know in the comment section below. You'll be able to identify me, sort of, I guess. If you see me, say hi. I'll have a little patch on the side. That's about it. That's all I got. I don't have any other identifying features. Or if not, if you just want to look at me and shoot me, go for it. I'll see you soon. Peace.